Hello everybody, and welcome to the first in this mini series of reviews for different services and memberships that you can take yourself upon. So this one is regards to the Sports Trader. This is run by a gentleman called Tony Hargraves. What we're going to do today, and we're going to follow a similar format with all the reviews I'm going to do for you, is we're going to talk about what you get for your membership, what's involved, the support you get, the resources, have a chat about the costs, and also just give you my overall verdict from when I was a member. So on we go. So sportstrader.com, thesportstrader.com should I say, is where you go to find all the information regarding this one. So quite a clean, nice sort of first page. Tony introduces himself, lets you know he's been trading a few years and what resources he has. You can see obviously he does have a number of resources including ebooks. These are some popular titles in amongst what he does. In terms of what you get from Tony, well, it's more of a case of what don't you get. There are various things that he provides, online courses, ebooks, daily webinars, and he's also recently started something that's called the 100 Club as well, which I'll talk about shortly. Now, in terms of the services that I have been a member of and paid for from Tony, I can quite wholeheartedly tell you I have bought, I think, 4 of the ebooks that he has. So we're looking at the trading mindsets, the in-running guide, football trader, and strategies. So I've bought 4 of those, and they've been very well received. They do take time to assimilate, and Tony is very good at what he does. A couple of those, in particular the in-running trader, there's also a video pack too as well. So as well as sort of trying to read and understand what you need to do, there is videos of Tony doing exactly that, narrating it and telling you exactly what he's doing and why, which is, a really, really good thing to have. I haven't been a member of the Daily Trader. This is basically a service that he provides where he sends an email every day with suggested trades, and also stakes involved that he's going to be getting on, that sort of thing. Daily webinars. Now, I've been part of the webinar club, as it's called. It costs £7.50 per month, so it's not a massive amount. Within there is a Telegram chat room, and members talk to each other and directly to Tony. Specifically, he's in there and he's very active. He will respond to you if you ask him a question, as will many of the other members as well, and there's a good camaraderie in there, it must be said. But at £7.50 a month, usually you get 1 or 2 little webinars a week on what Tony's doing and useful educational content. He's also done some interviews with other pro traders, which are around an hour or so, and you can listen to their experiences and their 2 pennies worth, which is really, really useful. He's also recently begun something that's called the 100 Club. So 100 Club is essentially he's going to take 100 people and he's going to exclusively sort of give them his dedicated support to try and make them better traders over a period of I think 6 months initially. So an interesting concept from him. Hopefully it works for all parties, because I know it's difficult trying to look after that kind of quantity of people perhaps in one go, especially if everyone's got a question. But to be fair, the daily webinar club had over 300 members and he coped pretty well, so to be quite honest, I think that'll be easy fry for him. But in terms of the resources that you get, you've got access to Tony, you've got access to member Telegram rooms. People post their trades in there. You can choose to get on them or not get on them, as is your preference. Cost wise, like I said, the webinar club is £7. The sort of webinar club is £7.50 a month. It's really not that expensive, and you get quite a bit out of that, I would say. Ebooks wise, they're individually priced, as you can see on his page here, but there is usually a bundle discount that you can get on there. And I would say as well, keep your eye on Tony's Twitter feed, because he does every now and then put out special offers on the ebooks, where he reduces them quite significantly. So, do keep your eye on that. That is always worth it, because he does do it quite often. He's quite a generous man. So, do keep your eye on there. But certainly he's got a ton of stuff for you to go through. He's got videos as well that you can sort of subscribe and have a look at. The 100 Club, if I just quickly click on that page, it's going to be, I think it's 495. Yeah, 495. So if you've got the money to do that, I would say that is well worth it, because he does do day courses where people spend one day with him, and that alone costs 479. So 495, and you get in 6 months. Yes, you're not going to his house, but he's available to you, through the means of Telegram, on video conferencing. He's been holding Zoom conference video meetings for members. So I think realistically that's a bargain, and if you've got the money, it's well worth investing in that, just to sort of see what he does on a day-to-day basis and get his undistracted support and sort of attention. But essentially, I will tell you that my experience of Tony, I've interacted with him in person via Telegram and also in the Zoom meetings that we have, and he's a really funny bloke. He's a really down-to-earth bloke. And I tell you, there's not many people that you're going to find that will just give it you as blunt and as honest as he will. He does attract some criticism at times, and to be fair to him, he spins that into a positive. I know that there's some people who were trolling him on Twitter, and he spun that round and basically offered a discount on his ebooks using the Twitter handle of the troll. And sales went through the roof. So fair play to him. He doesn't deserve it, to be quite honest. If people don't like the way that Tony goes about things, then they don't have to follow him. It's quite straightforward. But some of the other services I'm going to review, I haven't seen any sort of extent of trolling to the way he gets, so I don't know why he attracts it, but nevertheless he surely doesn't deserve it based on what I've seen. Like I say, a very approachable man, very down to earth guy, tells you as it is, and he's willing to help you to no end. Pretty much that's everything that I can tell you about the Sports Trader. The daily webinar club is something I'm a member of, and I enjoy being a member of, so I'm going to carry that on, I think, for a little while yet. I'm not going to be able to do the 100 club. My bank is £200, my trading bank. I do have some other resources monetary wise which I can spend on my education, if I can call it that, but 495 unfortunately isn't available to me, so the 100 club is not something I'll be joining. I think as well, because some of the sports that will be traded, like tennis and cricket, which Tony's a big fan of, as well as his football and horses, I think that the cricket in particular and the horses, they are during the daytime. When lockdown is released, I'm not going to be at home during the daytime, so therefore realistically I'm not going to be getting on a lot of the stuff that people will be during the day, and I think that puts me at a disadvantage. There will still be content which I can watch and then use if I was a member of the 100 club, on an evening and weekend, but unfortunately for me it's that the money's not there, and the value for me in missing perhaps what would be a good chunk of the live trading that Tony's going to be doing just means that for me it wouldn't work even if I had the 495. But for anyone who does have the 495 and is at home during sort of daily hours where they're perhaps going to get a lot more benefit, I would say give Tony a whirl. I think he's very worthwhile. He's very worthwhile investing in him and invest in yourself, and I would certainly sort of be going for that. And certainly with his ebooks, like I say, having a few of these myself, they're well worded, they're easy to follow. If you've got a question, you can send Tony a message on Telegram or an email, and he will respond. He's pretty active throughout the day, most days. The man's a machine. I don't think he stops. But give him a whirl. That's the Sports Trader, and like I say, my overall verdict is a very, very good sort of service. Enjoyed being a member very much indeed, and would wholeheartedly recommend Tony and his service to anybody who is interested in learning to trade or becoming a better trader. That's it then for the Sports Trader. The next review that we're going to be doing is on a service called Goal Profits, so we will catch you on that one next time. But if you have been, thank you for watching, and we look forward to you joining us once again.